Last time on What If Goku Was in the Avatar World. Our heroes prepare to launch a big counterattack against the Fire Nation. Zuko joined Team Avatar and Aang thusly had someone who would help him to learn how to firebend. They went to the source of firebending and learned it from the dragons who taught it to the Sun Warriors. Later on, the group started to accept Zuko somewhat. Aang and Goku went on to fight against Ozai. Aang almost beat Ozai, but then Ozai overpowered him in a very tricky move. Goku stepped in and became a Super Saiyan. Ozai lost an arm and walked away. What happens next? Find out in this part of What If Goku Was in the Avatar World. Goku and Aang woke up, and their friends explained them that they beat the Fire Lord. Sokka was especially surprised to see Goku turning blonde. Do you have a weakness for blonde? Why didn't you tell us that you especially usually like to paint your hair? Sokka was laughing, but Goku explained that he had no idea what happened. He said that he got desperate and really angry when he thought that Aang died. Zuko could finally confirm that Goku was definitely not a firebender. This sudden explosion of aura, this is nothing that any firebender could ever do, Goku. Peace was restored and Aang, Goku, Katara, Toph and Sokka helped mediating peace all over the world. Zuko became the new Fire Lord and asked both Goku and Aang that in case he got like his dad, one of both should kill him instantly. Goku and Aang were reluctant, but Aang finally agreed. Goku and Aang also learned about the success of the White Lotus movement, Iroh, King Bumi, Piandao, Jongjong and Pakku being members of it. The White Lotus would still split, however the Red Lotus would become very different in this version of Avatar. The Harmony Restoration movement would still fail and we would see the creation of the United Republic of Nations. Goku and Toph would probably end up being together, and while Toph creates a metal bending academy, Goku would get to fight some really strong people. Goku would sometimes train with Guru Patik, and Guru Patik would even end up joining the White Lotus movement. I think that Guru Patik and Iroh would share a few good moments together. And not only that, but probably also some good teeth. Not only was he actively helping Aang, but his teachings could be useful for further training and for generations to come. Goku, after having fought Ozai and having observed his flying technique, would come up with his own way of how to fly, much to the disbelief of Team Avatar. With this new ability, Goku could now travel around the world and fight several people on behalf of Aang, who wouldn't be too keen to fight against them. Knowing that Goku would never kill someone, he trusted his friends. Would Azula get crazy? No. And as a result, the events around Ursa may not happen at all. The new Ozai society may also exist, but in a different form, since Ozai would be alive but heavily crippled and not in prison. Remember Wan Shi Tong's library? Well, it is still there, and Wan Shi Tong was still sending his band of knowledge-seeking foxes. Once he found out about what happened in the world, and especially about Goku, Wan Shi Tong knew that he had to do something about it. His knowledge-seeking foxes would now steal books and all the knowledge that existed around the world instead of just sharing it. Wan Shi Tong would also make these foxes stronger, creating some problems in some communities. After 2 years of the fight with Ozai, our heroes would probably get called by some community to come and check what was going on. The knowledge-seeking foxes would attack certain people who wouldn't give up on specific books. Goku, Aang, Katara, Sokka and Toph would intervene and beat the foxes easily. Zuko would deal with these foxes in his palace because a palace always has a big library in it. We could see also scenes where the Kyoshi warriors would fight against these foxes and other stronger bandits as well. After recalling the origins of these foxes, our heroes would travel to the library, only to be met by Wan Shi Tong. You! Wan Shi Tong would appear suddenly in front of Goku with his neck stretched. The boy with spiky hair. I knew that you would use the knowledge here to cause trouble. You are not a human, but you come from an alien race that seeks destruction. As for your friends, they too will be punished, and all the knowledge of humanity will be captured by me. Goku, do you know what he's saying? Asked Sokka, but Katara put Sokka to her side. Goku was in disbelief, yet ready to fight. We don't have to fight, Wan Shi Tong. We are here in the name of peace, said Aang. Wan Shi Tong didn't believe anything and said, humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans, and then he attacked Aang. Aang was lacking with his training a bit behind and thus got a direct hit from Wan Shi Tong. Goku jumped in and punched the old ghost. Wan Shi Tong then proceeded to launch a direct attack at Goku, but he was blocked by Goku. Goku noticed what Wan Shi Tong was really doing. He was actually really strong and he was afraid that he couldn't keep up with Wan Shi Tong. What saved Goku was the fact that his battle style was nothing that was written in any book. Wan Shi Tong got mad and his power level increased more and more, giving Goku a hard time. Sokka and Katara jumped in as well as Toph. Toph managed to block Wan Shi Tong for some time, but wasn't able to hold him, while Katara couldn't bloodbrand the ghost, and Sokka, well, he wasn't as strong as Goku or Aang. Enough! You humans and you warrior alien, you will have to pay. You only came here to take advantage of the knowledge. Toph tried to shoot rocks at the owl while Goku confused him with his after-image technique, but this wouldn't help them at all. Suddenly, Zuko and the Kyoshi warriors arrived at this place. Zuki would surprise the owl for a few seconds but was then quickly blown away. Ty Lee tried to key block the owl, but, well, it hadn't any effect on Wan Shi Tong. Compared to Ty Lee, Wan Shi Tong was much stronger, and the key blocking techniques only had an effect if the power level difference wasn't that big. Suddenly more foxes came. They were dark and had red eyes. Katara could free some of them while Zuko jumped in, leaning his back against Katara and forming a half circle with his firebending technique. How did you find us, Zuko? Asked Katara. My uncle felt something was going on and told me to come here. Iroh was indeed able to feel ki, and due to his deep connection with the spirit world, he could feel when something wasn't right. Ah, the Fire Lord. Your nation and a certain admiral were responsible of the abuse of my knowledge. But Goku shot a ki blast from his mouth, telling Wan Shi Tong that he was fighting Goku and Aang and to let the others in peace. Wan Shi Tong got more mad. There was a risk that the library would be totally destroyed and that everyone would just stay in there. Goku, we need to get him out of here, said Aang. Aang shot a huge air blow at Wan Shi Tong, powered up by some of his ki, while Goku gave a few punches and flew out of the library. Wan Shi Tong followed Goku, and they were now in the desert. Our heroes were tired, thirsty. Katara couldn't really use her waterbending techniques, and Zuko's firebending would just cause more heat. Katara then screamed, Aang, go into your avatar state. Aang would take a deep breath, while his friends would somehow manage to confuse Wan Shi Tong. Aang would remember the lessons of Guru Patik and go into his avatar state. And that's where we leave it for now. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, support me also on Patreon, and join my forum, forum.planetalthistory.ga. Until next time on Planet Alt History.